Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. How are you all? I hope you are fine and enjoying your good health and life. Well students, I am wishing you a happy new year. And it's 2024 and you pray that this year will bring happiness for all over the world, and also pray for Palestinian Muslims as well, okay? And you also pray for your school, for your director, for your country, for your parents, and for myself as well. Well students, get up, get ready, because it's your Halaqah lesson time, and today is the date is, now get ready, firstly get ready. Subhan, Sahim, Rahima, Sarah, Fatima, Huram, hurry up, everyone get up. Okay students, the date is 2nd January. What is the date? 2nd January 2024. And what is the day? Day is Tuesday. Day is Tuesday. Okay, students, as you noted, in this lesson we have different topics about Islam, and we learned a lot more about Islam. As you know, as we memorized it in the previous lessons, we learned about namaz. Then the conditions of namaz, okay? There how many conditions of namaz, what is obligatory condition and what is sunnah conditions of namaz. Now today we are going to learn about, or we are going to read chapter number 20. Chapter number 20, the pillars of Islam. The pillars of Salah. Salah means namaz. Okay? Have you opened? Very good. Now I am going to read and you people read it and you rephrasing as well. Okay students. Okay students, before starting reading, recite Bismillahirrahmanirrahim for 2 times. Yes, recite Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yes, everyone. Yes, have you recite? Girls and boys, have you recite for class? Very good, well done. Okay, now recite Durood Sharif for 3 times. Recite Durood Sharif for 3 times. Okay, have you recited? Very good. Okay students, now I'm going to read it and also rephrase it, and you people also do it. Okay, the pillars of Salah. What is the meaning of pillars? Pillars means arkan, okay? As there are pillars of Islam, now we are discussing in this unit about the pillars of Salah. Okay, once the condition of Salah are fulfilled, one can then start Salah. It means that if there are some acts of namaz, if we fulfill it, then your namaz is complete, otherwise namaz is invalid, okay? The Salah, however, has some acts that are conditional to it. Oh, Salah, namaz has some conditions that we should have to perform. Without these conditions, our namaz is invalid or incomplete. Okay students, without these conditions, our namaz is invalid or incomplete. Now, we are moving forward. We are discussing that what are some conditions by which the namaz is incomplete, or there are some acts which we people should have to perform, because without these acts the namaz is not valid or it is incomplete. Understand? Okay. And omitting one of them would make it invalid. These acts are called arkan or pillars. Okay students, what are these acts called? These acts are called arkan or pillars, because without pillar we can't stand, or we are unable to stand a building. So how it is possible that without namaz we can, without these pillars, we offer namaz and your namaz is complete. So you should have to perform these acts because these are obligatory. Okay. Other acts are wajibat or obligatory and others are sunan, following the practice of Prophet. So some of these acts are wajibat, which we have to do, or some are obligatory, which we have to must do, and some are sunan, which are practiced by our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. As you people know that the sunnah is acts which are performed by our Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Well, students, do you understand this paragraph and rephrase? I once again read it. Once the conditions of Salah are fulfilled, one can then start Salah. The Salah, however, has some acts that are conditional to it, and omitting one of them will make it invalid. These acts are arkan, called arkan or pillars. Other acts are wajibat or obligatory, and others are sunan, following the practice of Prophet. Okay, moving forward, we are discussing or we are reading about the obligatory pillars of Salah. Okay, the obligatory pillars of Salah or namaz are number one, which is very important because without this namaz is not complete or namaz is invalid. As you already learned in Wazu's lesson that without attention or niyat, our wazu is invalid. In the same way, namaz is also invalid without it. The attention or niyat, its place is the heart. What is attention? Attention means that we have Yes, students, this means that we have to attend to perform required salah. The niyat should be have in your heart, okay? It must be in your heart, and you consider yourself that you are a ordinary person, and you stand in front of Allah, and we are nothing, and we are just there, come and die once a day. So there is shivering on your body as well when you stand in front of Allah. Okay, students, I am going to read about it. The attention or niya, its place is the heart. This means to attend to perform the required salah. Pronouncing the opening takbir after salah, first step or first act is attention. After attention, there is takbiratul haram. What is takbiratul haram? Ihram. Okay. Takbiratul ihram by saying Allahu Akbar, standing, and how we say this? So how we perform this act after doing attention in the heart, we say Takbiratul Ihram by saying Allahu Akbar, standing in an upright position, Qiyam, for the Takbiratul Ihram for those who are able to do so. Okay, students, we are stand in upright position for Qiyam, and for those who do it, what is the meaning of this line, that for those who are able to do this? So as we read in the previous lesson that if someone is ill, he should offer namaz by lying or by sitting as well. So if someone is healthy and enjoying good life, he can uh, perform qiyam in upright position. Understand? Okay, once again I am going to read this again. The obligatory pillars of Salah are the attention or niya, its place in the heart. This means to attend to perform the required Salah. Pronouncing the opening takbir. Takbiratul Ihram by saying Allahu Akbar, standing in an upright position, Qiyam for the Takbiratul Ihram for those who are able to do so. Okay, students, have you got it? Pillars, first pillar is attention, and the second pillar is Takbiratul Ihram, in which we say Allahu Akbar. Understand? Now moving forward. Okay, students, after this, reciting the opening surah of Quran. Okay, I am asking question from you, which is the opening surah of Quran? Yes, anyone answer me? Yes, Daniel, you answer me. Hassan, yes. No one? Okay, it's reciting the opening surah of Quran, Suratul Fatiha. Okay, reciting the opening surah of Quran. Okay, I asked question from you that which one is the opening surah of Quran? Yes, of course, it's Surah Al-Fatiha. And we recite Surah Fatiha in every rakah. Okay, number first act is attention. Number second is qiyam. Now after qiyam and reciting Surah Fatiha in rakah, we do bowing, ruku. We do ruku, and how we perform the ruku: standing up straight again after bowing. First you bow and stand straight. Okay, now this, and in this way we perform the action of ruku. Understand? Now prostrating, this is sujood. It is the most important part of namaz, students, because in sujood we are because in sujood we people are completely lay down in front of Allah, and we consider that we are nothing, and all the creature is made by Allah, and Allah is everywhere. It is a great peace and calm action of uh, namaz for us. Okay, students, now we are discussing that how we perform the sujood. Okay, prostrating sujood with seven body parts touching the floor. Where what are seven body parts should touch the floor? Number one, the forehead with the nose, the palms of hands, the toes, and the knees. Okay, how many parts which touch the body? Yes, it's forehead. Firstly, forehead with the nose. Our nose should touch, and palms of hand, it should be on the floor. Toes, it should be on floor, and knees as well. Okay, students, now you understand that how we perform sujood. Yes, I again once repeat that prostrating or sujood, we our seven body parts touch the floor. Number one, the forehead with the nose, palms of hands, toes, and the knees. It will be seven if you count it. Okay. After sujood, which thing you have to do is sitting with calmness after sujood. After sujood, we sit with calmness and sitting between two prostrations. It's a we should sit in prostrations. Okay. Okay, students, after doing this, be calm and as while bowing, prostrating, standing up, and sitting. Okay. Performing all these pillars in order. Yes, these one thing which I have already discussed, that we are not allowed to perform these acts. uh, you should perform these acts in arrangement. Without arrangement, we are not allowed to perform these acts, otherwise our namaz is incomplete, and it will not be accepted by Allah. Understand? Firstly, you have to what we do. Firstly, you, as we already read, that we say attention, then takbiratul haram. Okay, after this ruku, after this sujood, and after this we sit calm and perform bowing, prostrating, standing up, and sitting. Performing all these pillars in order, as I already told you. Now after the reciting the final tashahhud and sitting down for it, what we do after this, we recite tashahhud, sending salat blessings upon the Prophet. After this, you should send salat, Durood Sharif, as salat is as known as the Durood Sharif, upon the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. After sending salat, you people have to do taslim. Okay, I'm going to read it. Taslim, saying Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi while turning one's head to the right, and then saying the same while turning one's head to the left. Okay, students, how we perform the taslim? In the taslim, you say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, and you turn your one's head to the right side, and after turning the head to the right side, you turn once again in the same way to the left side, and also say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Understand? Okay, students, after this, now you understand very easily or know that how to perform the obligatory acts of namaz, or what are the conditions or the pillars of namaz. Okay students, at the end once again I do reading so it should be clear for you. First of all, the obligatory pillars of Salah are the attention or niyyah. Its place in the is the heart. This means to attend to perform the required Salah. Pronouncing the opening takbir. First is after doing attention. Second one is takbiratul ihram by saying Allahu Akbar, standing in an upright position qiyam. For takbiratul ihram for those who are able to do so. Okay students, reciting the opening surah of Quran, Suratul Fatiha in every rakah, bowing, ruku, standing up straight, after bowing, prostrating, sujood with 7 body parts, touching the floor, the forehead with the nose, the palms of hands and toes and knees. Sitting with calmness after sujood, sitting between the two prostrations, being calm and at ease while bowing, prostrating, standing up and sitting. Performing all these pillars in order, reciting the final tashahhud and sitting down for it, sending salat, blessing upon the Prophet. And the last one is taslim, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi, while turning one's head to the right and then saying the same while turning one's head to the left. Okay student, do you understand? Now I'm showing you some pictures of it. So these are the some pictures that firstly you say that he is bowing and this is a Sajood, Qiyam, okay, and Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah taslim. And people should do this activity by on your own and arrange the proper sequence as well, and by the numbers that the pillars of prayers being, okay. Understand now, look at this picture and it will be clear that how we perform the namaz. Yes. Hope so students you enjoy this lesson a lot and reading as well. Now do reading by yourself and rephrase it as well, okay. And students, if you find any difficulty you can ask questions related to pillars of Salah. Now I am asking, so repeat in front of me. The first pillar is attention. Which one is the first pillar? It is attention. Number second is takbiratul ihram, it means qiyam, okay, and which we recite suratul Fatiha. And after this is ruku, bow, okay. And what do we do in bow? We stand up straight again after bowing, okay. And after this we do prostrating, sujood. And in sujood are 7 body parts touching the floor, forehead with the nose, the palms of hands, the toes and the knees, okay. Sitting with calmness after sujood, sitting between two prostrations, being calm at ease, and we finally recite tashahhud. After tashahhud, sending salat, Darood Sharif upon the Prophet Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and after taslim you sit and say Assalamu alaikum by turning one's head to the right and then saying the same while turning one's head to the left. Okay students, you also watch these pictures and watch video related to this and do reading by yourself, okay. Inshallah ta'ala we will meet in the next lesson with a new unit and with true false and with any questions answers as well. And students, please do reading and rephrasing it by yourself and memorize the obligatory pillars of Islam and obligatory pillars of Salah as well, and perform these acts in order. Never change the order or arrangement of Salat. Okay students, inshallah ta'ala see you again. Take good care of yourself. And one thing more, please offer namaz in every condition, whether you are enjoying good health or whether you are ill, because you know that it is obligatory part of Islam, and without namaz we are nothing, okay. So try your best to offer 5 times a day and pray for me and for our country and for every person as well. And inshallah ta'ala, see you once again. Allah Hafiz. Allah Hafiz, students.